Welcome to our city, and here's what's going on this week around our city. On Monday, September 15th at 6 p.m., Mayor Bowles will join members of the El Salvadorian community as well as other Elizabeth residents for a flag-raising ceremony. The event will take place in front of City Hall, which is located at 50 Winfield Scott Plaza. Then on Tuesday, September 16th at 9:30 a.m., Mayor Bowles will attend a pool tournament at the Stephen Sampson Senior Center located at 800 Anna Street. On Thursday, September 18th at 12 p.m., Mayor Bowles will attend the 100th birthday celebration for Mr. Sam DeLeo. The event will take place at the Peterstown Community Center, which is located at 418 Palmer Street. Then on Saturday, September 20th at 1 p.m., Mayor Bowles will join the Health Department and participants at the first annual Prostate Cancer Walkathon in honor of Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. The event will take place in Kellogg Park, which is located at North Avenue and Madison Avenues. If you need more information concerning these or any other events this week, please call the Public Information Office at 908-820-4124. And we'll be back for this segment of Our City after these words. Thank you.
Why do we like it here? Let's just say the reasons are diverse. Kean University.
Welcome back to our city, and this week we're going to discuss the Benedictine Academy and the Centennial celebration. And Benedictine Academy, or BA as it's known, has been part of the Elizabeth community for 100 years. Mayor Bowles has participated in graduations and special events, so BA is known quite well to the city of Elizabeth. Today we will tell our audience about Benedictine and how it prospered for 100 years. Joining me is Peggy MACNEIL. How are you?
I'm fine today, thank you.
Also, Rosemary Anderson.
Well today, thank you.
And I'll let you introduce yourself since you're the youngest one.
My name's EILEEN, CONATY, and I'm from Benedictine Academy, and I'm a senior.
Now tell us a little bit about yourself, EILEEN.
I do a lot of work there with human trafficking and learning how to get the awareness out there and help stop and prevent this crime.
And how do you like attending BA?
I love attending BA. I go there and I know that I'm learning a lot and most importantly working towards my career, which I want to be a lawyer, and also working with my passion to end human trafficking, because I find that it's really sad that it's still happening, and going there every day I know that I can make a difference. So getting to do that and allowing my school to help me in that has been really profitable for me.
Good job. And Rosemary, share with the viewers some things about you.
Well, I'm Development Director at Benedictine Academy. I work with the President, Sister Germaine Fritz, to raise money to help keep the school going, to be able to offer scholarships and help the girls who want to come to the school. I'm happy to have the opportunity to tell you a little bit of history about the school today. The school is excited. We're all excited because we're celebrating our centennial. And would you like me to tell you how we got started just yet, or do you want to talk to Peggy for a moment?
Well, we'll talk to Peggy first. We'll come back to you.
I'm a 1962 graduate of the Academy, and I'm also an attorney. And currently I've been on the Advisory Board of Trustees at BA for many years, with a particular interest in development and a particular interest in seeing to it that the kind of Benedictine education I received here will be available to new generations of young women. Very committed to that.
Well, welcome to you all, ladies, and thank you for joining us. Now, Rosemary, as the Development Director of BA, please provide with us some background information of the school.
Sure. Well, the school was begun in 1915, so that, you know, that's how it comes to be that we're celebrating 100 years this year. And three Benedictine sisters came from Newark to Elizabeth and soon started the school. The school actually began, its first location was where the old Elizabeth Daily Journal building was, across from the post office. But now it is at 840 North Broad. And originally it was 3 mansion buildings on that property. Today we are a brick building and an annex. And we never really have changed our mission. That's the interesting thing. We always have wanted to make it possible for young women to achieve their dreams, to go to the college of their dreams and to be able to succeed in life at whatever they were hoping to be able to do.
Now I'm learning something already. I had no idea that it was over where the Daily Journal building was.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Now, in this economic time with all the problems, how did BA how did it stay open?
We have a very supportive alum base. Our alums are wonderful. They know that they received a great education at Benedictine Academy, and they want to make sure that the young women following them also have that same opportunity, right, Peg?
Absolutely. The alumni of Benedictine are very devoted to the school. They participate both financially and by the giving of time. There's a very active alumni association. And for example, 30 to 35% of our alumni contribute to the annual appeal, which is a percentage that many a college, not to mention a high school, would be very happy to have. Our participation rate is very, very high.
Now, you mentioned 1962. We're now in 2014. Is Benedictine Academy competitive in terms of science and technology now?
I would absolutely say that the school is very competitive in terms of science and technology. We have a brand new state-of-the-art science lab where we can really get to know physics and chemistry in a hands-on way. We have new equipment that is just really allows us to see actual experiments happen, and as opposed to just learning about them in books. And each student also receives a laptop coming into BA. Going into BA, I didn't really do anything on the computer, just had to struggle just to type a paper if it was a final paper for a school that had to be typed up. But going there, I learned so much. Now I'm actually comfortable and confident when somebody at a job interview asks me, are you comfortable with working with Word, Excel? Now I can say yes, and I can do it, and I'm really happy that they are competitive in terms of technology, because now in today's job market you really need to be. So I've learned so much as far as technology.
Now you mentioned Word and Excel and other terms like that, so I'm quite sure since 1962 Benedictine Academy has changed. How has it changed, and is it for better or worse? I mean, what's some of the changes there?
Well, in 1962, when I graduated, the school was a wonderful place to be. It was a community. It had a lot of school spirit. It had a lot of camaraderie, and I think that's all true today. It was always a college preparatory education for young women, and that's true today. It was always infused with Benedictine charism and values then, and that is true today. One thing that has changed dramatically is the makeup of the student body. Back 50 years ago, there was not a lot of diversity. Today we have tremendous diversity at the school. In fact, it gets celebrated every year on International Day with costumes and flags, and that's a plus. That's an improvement. But it's always been a wonderful place to be, and it still is.
Now, technology has opened so many doors. Please give us some insight into the educational goals, social responsibility, and religious instruction provided at BA.
Well, technology was so infused into the curriculum that they really taught us how to use a computer or any piece of technology in any way that we could possibly need it. So for math class, we could use it as a calculator or to plot a graph. And then we go into science class and we can look up videos on how to balance equations or use an interactive periodic table. And English, so many tools that we can use for peer editing. And really the goals of the school is really just to help a student learn, grow, and progress so that they can get into a college. And using the technology, they really show a person that there's more to life than just textbooks and writing. It shows us how to be interactive with our world as opposed to just sitting back and listening and writing.
So a school open 100 years obviously has had some major accolades. And one has been that you have won some prestigious awards and gained outstanding recognition nationally. Tell me about the Jefferson Award that you won.
Yes, we have won the Jefferson Award 4 years in a row. Thanks to Mrs. Mikowski, who really has led the charge with that. With our students, we have been recognized by the Jefferson Award organization. It's a national organization co-founded by Jacqueline Kennedy, was one of the people who began it way back when, some decades ago. But Benedictine Academy was acknowledged the first time in 2011 because they were the best new school. They created an award for the Benedictine Academy girls. Our Students in Action group is who does the work and leads the rest of the student body in doing the work that Jefferson Award acknowledged. In 2012, we were acknowledged on a full basis. We had complied with all the criteria. Then in 13 and 14, we were recognized as ambassador school, which means that Benedictine Academy is helping to spread the word to other high schools. The Jefferson Awards is really known also as the Nobel Prize for Public Service. So our young women are out there leading the charge to help raise awareness of and eradicate human trafficking. It's a pretty big project for young women to be taking on.
Now, as you mentioned human trafficking, I looked on your website and you have some extensive news about that. Also, the students have addressed Congress in support of legislation to stop human trafficking. Is that correct?
The state legislature, right?
Yeah, we went to Trenton in the New Jersey House Assembly. We testified for a bill for stricter laws for the people that traffic other people. We just really wanted to show people that it is important to stand up for these people that are losing all their rights, that human trafficking is modern day slavery. And our major basis with working with human trafficking is really education, that knowledge is power and knowledge will give people the freedom that they deserve.
Now, you one of the students involved in the research on this?
Yeah, I'm in a club called the BCDs, the Benedictine Core Defenders, and we really work with spreading the word to other high schools, church groups, community groups, just anyone we can over the radio about human trafficking and to make them aware, because if more people are aware, more people will be able to spot victims of human trafficking and help them so that we can eradicate this horrible crime.
While others were out celebrating and getting crazy over the Super Bowl, you took another approach, which is very
yeah, we filmed a public service announcement with Assistant Attorney General, and just really, again, to spread the word, get more information out there so that more people are aware of it, that it's happening everywhere, and that it's just a horrible injustice.
Now, when you say everywhere, is it happening here in New Jersey?
Yes, of course. New Jersey, the United States, the whole world, even in little small towns, counties, everywhere it's happening.
And if someone wanted to help the cause, how can the viewers help?
Well, one thing you can do is to look at the signs and learn about the signs. Human trafficking is modern day slavery. So there's two forms of it. There's sex slavery and labor slavery. So some examples of the labor slavery, for instance, could be at supermarkets, hair braiding salons, nail salons, or a helper in someone's home. Just really look for people that might be too young to be working where they're working. They should be in school maybe. People that don't talk to anybody, maybe people that don't speak the language, or people that don't seem to have their IDs or any form of proof that who they are, because that could be signs that they're being suppressed.
And there's a phone number that people can call.
Oh yeah, if people, once they realize the signs and they think it might be human trafficking, there's an anonymous toll-free number that they can call. It's 1-855-NJHT, and it's basically a place where they take hints or information that could help them crack down and save victims of human trafficking.
Thank you. And Eileen, I'm just amazed that someone so young is so aggressive in this cause, but kudos to you, great work.
Yeah, it's really, when I came in as a freshman, I didn't even know human trafficking existed. And when I went to this Polaris conference, I learned about it, and I was saying I thought slavery ended with the Declaration of Emancipation Proclamation. I thought slavery was over. I didn't know that people were still suffering in this way. And then when I saw a building where a ring was cracked and it was on a house that I passed on my visits to my grandmother's house, I was shocked. I was like, this is happening by my neighborhood, and really people need to stand up and do something about it.
Okay. What's it like going to a school with all girls?
Oh, I love going to a school with all girls. First, when my mother told me, since she's an alum of BA, that I would be going to a school with all girls, I was not thrilled. But being there, these girls have really become my sisters. Like, I couldn't ask for a better family, and they've really always had my back, always supported me, and just being all girls, I've really felt that there's no pressure on me to look my best at every second, that I can ask questions. I used to sit in the back of the room and be afraid that maybe my question was stupid or maybe my answer would be inadequate, but now I can go there and I could really search and ask questions and not feel ashamed about where I am in the classroom.
Thank you very much.
The word that is used today wasn't used in my time, but it's empowerment. We were empowered to do what we did, to go on to college, to get degrees, to achieve. And these young women are being empowered the same way today.
Well, I want to thank you ladies for joining us for this segment. We're going to cut to a commercial. We'll be back with some more. We'll talk about the great works happening over at Benedictine Academy. Stay tuned. After these words, we'll be back with the second half of Our City. Thank you. Welcome back to the second half of Our City, where we're talking about the success of Benedictine Academy over 100 years. Joining me now is Miss WINCEY TERRY-BRYANT. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Tell the folks about yourself a little bit.
I am an arts educator, and my company provides arts programming for schools and churches, colleges and corporations, and I have some partnerships with New Jersey Performing Arts Center here in Newark, and also Arts Horizons.
And what year did you graduate at?
1983.
Okay. And Gemma Lyons, welcome.
Thank you.
Share with us some great things about yourself.
Well, I graduated from Benedictine in 1968, and I attended Marywood University in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and became a special education teacher, and now I'm a private tutor.
Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us. And we have a great event upcoming at Benedictine Academy, the Centennial.
We sure do.
What will be the kickoff event, and tell us about it? How's it going to happen?
Gemma, would you like to?
Yes, our kickoff event is our golf outing to be held at Maplewood Country Club this next week, September 15th. Mm-hmm. You're welcome to join us if you're a golfer, I hope.
I'm not good, but if it's miniature golf, I'm there.
Maybe we can we can work that out. So we're really looking forward to that. It promises to be a really wonderful event. Maplewood Country Club always provides wonderful food, and the camaraderie was going to be really, really great. It's an annual event, but we're trying to make it bigger and better for the Centennial. And then, actually there are 7 different events throughout the year, the academic year, to celebrate the Centennial. And the second thing that we're very proud of, we're having a beautiful liturgy, a liturgy of Thanksgiving, and that's going to be held on Sunday, September 21st. And so it should be lovely because we're having Bishop Manuel Cruz as our celebrant, and I guess he'll celebrate the Mass with local priests and pastors of the churches that the children, our girls, attend. So we're looking forward to that. So those are the first 2 things.
Now, WINCEY, as an alumni of Benedictine Academy, tell us about your days there and how it prepared you for your career.
Well, when I went to Benedictine Academy, we had a lot of diversity. So I know earlier we were talking about how the school has grown. Mm-hmm. So I have friends still today from every nationality. I think there are a couple of dozen nationalities represented at Benedictine Academy now. Mm-hmm. But what we had was, what I loved about BA was that they pushed you in the area of leadership. We didn't have a formal choir when I got there, but I'm a singer now. And I was always interested in entertainment and the arts, and they allowed us to kind of create from the ground up anything that we wanted that we didn't see there. So we put a choir together and we began singing, and that was like the beginning for me of leadership and getting on stage. And since then I've toured the world. I've worked with Sting and Tina Turner and Bryan Adams, Garrison Keillor, Bill Cosby, people you're too young to know.
I love this one, thank you. But now, as you mentioned, it gave you a chance to express yourself. The smaller classroom sizes help? Is that one of the keys to it?
Loved it. In fact, I remember one of my most fond memories from BA was, it was the first week of school, and me and 4 of my girlfriends, we had gotten to be friends right away, were running down the hall. And my principal at that time called each of us by our name. I had never been in a school where the principal knew everybody's name the first week. So that's what I loved about BA, small classrooms.
And look at you now, singing with Tina Turner.
That's it. That's it.
The Night of Artistic Expressions, what is that about?
That's been, it has taken place for several years now, but this year WINCEY's going to be involved in it, and we're very excited about that. In her professional capacity, we think she's going to make it bigger and better for us, but it's an opportunity, or has been, for students and sometimes other family members and staff, faculty, to show off their talents. Either reading poetry, could be original or it could be someone else's, singing, dancing. It's going to be a wonderful part of our Centennial celebrations in February.
Now we keep talking about the Centennial and the Gala. What's going to happen at the Gala? What's the Gala about?
Well, the Gala will be happening in the spring, but before that we have other activities, and our first activity, we call it our Centennial Series, and we're going to have Father Jim Martin come and speak to us. He is a prolific writer, author, and editor of America Magazine. I don't know if you've ever heard of America Magazine, but it comes out weekly.
Okay.
And it is, he's going to be speaking at the STEM building at Kane College this September 24th. It's a Wednesday. So we welcome the Kane students if they want to come and listen to a very, very wonderful speaker. And I think you enjoy that. And then we have another speaker after the Night of Artistic Expression. We have Sister Simone Campbell, who is a lobbyist for the poor. And she has spoken on the Democratic National Convention. She's been on NPR. And she's very high profile. She is the force behind the nuns on the bus who go from state house to state house and advocate for the poor, immigration, and health care. And then the Gala, and that's our one of our final events, and that will be taking place on April 24th at the Galloping Hill Golf Course. So we're looking forward to that.
Now, throughout this process and these events, is there a chance for alumni and friends of Benedictine Academy can visit the school?
Yes, actually, the next day we're inviting everyone to come back. So many of our alumni say they want to come back and see the school. So we have that planned, and we're going to dedicate, have a dedication to Sister Germaine Fritz, our president, and the Benedictine sisters for 100 years of fantastic service to their students.
Is there an alumni association, or does the alumni meet frequently, or how does that work?
Yes.
Yeah, they do. Barbara Lamort is our alum association chair, and if an alum sees this program and is interested in reconnecting and being part of that organization, we can put her in touch. They can call the development office at the Academy. The number at the Academy is 908-352-0670. Extension 5 will get anybody in the development office.
Now it sounds like once you're a member of BA, you're always a member of BA, and even after you graduate, you come back and you continue to give. Is that how it works?
That is the case. I mean, and you want to do it, because I actually have 3 sons. I tried to send them to BA, but it's all girls. That's how I feel about BA. BA, you see the influence on your life and what great things they're doing. I'm actually participating in the Human Trafficking Project. So I worked with the girls in songwriting and other ways to express themselves and get the information out about human trafficking. BA has a menu, like a plethora of great initiatives that any alumni or anybody could really participate in.
Well, I want to thank you ladies for joining us. Our time has run out, but much continued success, and maybe 150 years someone else can sit. It won't be me. Much continued success to the folks over at Benedictine Academy.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you for joining us for this segment of Our City. And once again, we wish Benedictine Academy much continued success, and we'll see you on the 200th anniversary on Our City. Thank you.
Sometimes you learn by helping others learn. Kane University.